the day a solar storm almost started a war. On May 23, 1967, something incredible happened in the sky. A solar flare, which is like a giant explosion on the surface of the Sun, was so bright that people could actually see it without a telescope. This flare gave off a huge amount of energy, including powerful radio waves. That same day, something strange happened to the US military. 3 of their radar stations, which were designed to warn about incoming missiles, suddenly stopped working. The military thought their radars were being jammed by the Soviet Union, which could have meant the start of a war. In response, the Air Force got ready to send out planes armed with nuclear weapons. Dr. Nip, a space scientist, later explained, "It was a serious situation, but something amazing happened that saved the day." Just in time, scientists working at NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, stepped in. They had been studying the Sun and its storms and realized that the solar flare, not an attack from the Soviets, was responsible for jamming the radars. Thanks to their quick thinking, the Air Force stood down, and the potential disaster was avoided. Interestingly, this wasn't the first time a strange event from space caused people to panic. Sometimes, when we don't understand what's going on, we come up with wild explanations. For example, in 2024, something mysterious showed up on a live video feed from the International Space Station. As soon as this weird object got close to Earth, the video feed suddenly cut off. Some people thought NASA was hiding evidence of UFOs, but scientists believe the object was probably just a small piece of space junk floating nearby. While the truth wasn't as exciting as an alien invasion, people often come up with their own ideas when science doesn't provide a thrilling answer. Mark Fenster, a writer, explained why this happens. When the government explains things, some people always wonder if they're hiding something. And with the internet today, both real information and made-up stories spread quickly. Back in 1967, if NORAD had email or social media, they might have been able to tell everyone right away that the radar issues were caused by the Sun, not the Soviets. In July, NASA shared a strange photo of the Sun taken with a special infrared camera. The image showed a huge dark spot covering part of the Sun, and some people got worried right away. They thought this might mean the Sun was dying. But astronomers quickly calmed everyone down by explaining that the dark spot was nothing to fear. It was just a coronal hole, something that happens during solar storms and is completely normal. Still, some people believed that NASA might have released the image on purpose to get attention. John Mariska, a professor who studies space weather, explained that NASA is always looking for ways to get people interested in space. NASA missions are under a lot of pressure to create cool pictures for the public, he said in July. Sometimes they might make things seem more exciting than they really are. But it's also really important to inspire young people to think about careers in science.